When my time on earth is gone and my activities here are past, I want they bury me upside down and my critics can kiss my ass.
Are we really starting the show like this?
Robert
Yes.
Montgomery Knight. Let's go. On your mark, get set. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Kevin Durant, you should have left California.
This bronzesexual upset me in having to bring this teenage idiot from Wisconsin into a sports conversation. Are you really surprised that the Cowboys are giving up on Ezekiel Elliott?
Whoa. Hell no. Well, no one cares about baseball.
Bitch, are you for real?
Oh, yeah. Time to roll, baby. Good morning. Welcome to the wacky bronzesexual Wednesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. If you're watching on YouTube via the Snowman Multimedia and the Shady Sports Network, do us a favor, drop a like, drop a subscribe, drop a comment. Let us know how we can do better. And thank you to the folks that are watching via Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter. And also thank you to the folks listening via WEIS in Chicago, WIRU in Chicago, and WQEE in Atlanta. So much to get to. Is this the death of the Dubs dynasty? We'll get to that. We'll have a preview of the East play-in. I had an interview scheduled, but been having problems getting it up here. So what may happen is you'll see that interview. It's with Michael Washington. You'll see that on the YouTube page, and I'll make sure I spread it out so everybody can get it. Let's work. I have the big dog, Shane Lake, with me. How are you, sir?
What happening, Snowman? And what a snooze fest of a playing tournament we've had so far.
Yes, indeed. And that's how we're going to start. Joining me from Chicago is Victor Locke. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. Apparently, I missed a pair of basketball games that didn't mean anything.
Nobody gave a damn about.
Let's give the facts. The Lakers won 110-106.
Yeah,
and the Kings destroyed the Warriors 118-94.
Oh, man.
Let's give the facts about, I'll start with that game.
Okay.
And one factor led to the Warriors' demise. In 4 words, Klay Thompson went scoreless in a playoff game.
Pretty much. I mean,
that's the death nail of the Warriors right there.
Yeah, and Steph Curry was held way under normal averages.
Here's the
yesterday
thing.
As well. That was bad.
I got nothing but love for the Sacramento Kings and the way they play defense, because They took the Warriors, who were the champs last year, to 7 games in the first round, 7 full games.
Yeah.
They learned from it. They applied it last night and destroyed them. But I still say within the next few years, you'll see a battle of Northern California for the Western Conference title. I still see it. And I say this is not the death of the Dubs dynasty. They will get it back together, but they have some holes to fill.
I was going to ask that question, like, what is happening with Klay Thompson? I've never known him to go scoreless
in a big game like that. I've never known that either.
And it's indicative of a downward trend for him. Like, I've seen games where, like, he is not himself. And it's come to the point where it's like the Splash Brothers is just the Splash Brother in Steph.
And that frightens me.
Is this going to be a come to Jesus meeting with Klay and the Dubs office?
Yep. There has to be a come to Jesus meeting for everybody in that organization. And have y'all noticed since Bob Myers left, the Warriors, even though they won a championship in 2022, thank God, they've been down.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they got to the second round in 2023, this year lost in the play-in. But if you go back a few years, 2021, they lost in the play-in round. They lost to the Lakers, and then they lost to Memphis.
Yes.
The next year, they won it all. So on a positive note, I say 2 things. 1, I believe they'll get it back together. And 2, Victor said it best. That come to Jesus meeting needs to happen and needs to happen now.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, looking over the stats, what definitely hurt the Warriors, 31% from 3, 78% from the free throw line, 19 assists compared to the 28 for the Kings. Kings had 10 steals compared to their 5. And I'll tell you right now, the biggest problem they had, 16 turnovers.
And you never see a Warriors team turn the ball over 16 times.
This begs another question. Have the Warriors been figured out? We've talked about this all the time, how Steph and the Warriors an anomaly and turn into a weapon. Have other teams figured out how to dismantle that weapon?
Well, the Kings definitely did, because their starting 5 all had double figures in points.
Yeah, the Kings figured them out last night. So the Kings move on. They will play Friday against the Pelicans,
who are coming off of.
Let's talk about that game, shall we? Because we all know what's happening right now. I refuse to look at social media. I absolutely refuse.
Please don't.
And you already know, and y'all already know why.
Please don't.
Okay. The Lakers won 110-106. LeBron at 23. Anthony Davis, just because he hit free throws last night, finally, had 20 points and 15 rebounds. The death of the Pelicans, they put too much on Zion Williamson. He had a 40-point night, but as I said at the top of the season, an injury is going to happen to him because he hasn't slimmed down.
And with about 2:30 to go in the game, he went out with an injury, and he may be unavailable Friday.
I don't think he'll be available again. And this is the problem I've always had with Zion Williamson, okay? Listen carefully. The problem that I've had with Zion Williamson, he was this star. I don't know how they labeled him as such. Coming out of high school, he looked like a defensive end. And this is nothing against him. This is just me talking through my 4 eyes, okay? He gets to Duke. Mike Krzyzewski puts a foot in his ass. He's this all-world player, first-team All-ACC, and then he blows his foot out against their hated rival in North Carolina, and he decides not to come back. That's the problem here. That's one of the problems I have with Zion Williamson. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me do it this way, because I got a few things to say that I've had confirmed last night about Zion Williamson. And I'm going to do it like this. Now, give me this camera. Zion Williamson, I hate to say this. No, I don't. I don't hate to say it. I'm going to say this honestly. Zion Williamson barely has talent. Barely. He's 6'9" and he's too overweight to play at the pace of the NBA, and he has not figured it out. The game changed last night in the second quarter when the Lakers wiped out a 6-point Pelican lead and turned it into a 12-point Laker lead. Why did that happen? Zion Williamson went missing. He's done that his entire career. And unless he figures out that he needs to get his ass in the gym, are you listening, Zion Williamson? Are you listening, Joel Embiid? Are you listening, Anthony Davis? Are you listening, James Harden? Then Zion Williamson will forever be a flash in the pan. I'm not impressed with him. I will never be impressed with him. And you can throw all the numbers at me that you all want to. I will never, ever, ever be impressed with Zion Williamson. He's a has-been, he's a wannabe, and until he gets his ass in the gym and gets it together up here, are you listening, Joel Embiid? Same thing with you. Then Zion Williamson will be talented, but he will never be a leader, and it just might be time for the New Orleans Pelicans to ship him out to a team that will put a foot in his ass, get him in shape so he can carry a team to a championship. Until then, he's a flash in the pan, period. That is Snowman's take. What is yours?
Snowman, I hate to correct you on something, but Zion's only 6'6".
Oh, well.
Question
Which
is,
makes
who's
that
gonna-
285 pounds look a little bit larger.
Question is, who's going to take that? Who's going to take that chance on? Who's going to take
The
on
other-
that mission to
The other
get
question
him
is, who's
in
gonna-
shape?
The other question is who's gonna take that contract?
Right. Who's
That's
going
the other one.
to take on that contract, take on the mission to, one, get him in shape,
Mhm.
because that's first and foremost,
Yep.
and get his mind right, because it is a
Mhm.
mental thing. Believe me, it's a mental thing.
It's mental. It's all.
It is.
Listen, from someone who has been there, from someone whose wife looked him in the eye and said, "I think you've given up," and have that turn the light on.
Mm-hmm.
It's not turned on with Zion Williamson. It is, and it won't turn on with Zion Williamson until he gets it in his head that he has to lose some more weight. Damn it.
Boy
at least
drops
turn-
about 20 pounds, he'll be fine.
Or at least turn to muscle.
No. He tell me how much he weighs.
285.
He needs to get down to 250.
Or at least turn it to muscle.
That ain't gonna happen. Not
I
over from someone who's there, not overnight.
Not overnight,
True.
but now that he's injured, and like you said, he may not be going for Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Let him use this time now to start to talk. Like, here's the thing that irks me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't these teams have like dietitians
Yep.
and strength therapists and strength
I
trainers?
covered the Bulls for 4 years.
Don't they
Yes,
have
they do.
Don't they have individuals that are like, hey, we're gonna put you on a meal plan, we're gonna put you on an exercise plan so that we can start getting the weight down. Treat it
And
like
they
wrestling.
They don't freaking listen.
Treat it like
Listen.
wrestling.
It doesn't help where New Orleans is known for its food.
Yeah, but I mean, then there
Shane,
comes the discipline.
Thank you.
There comes the
Thank
determination
you.
saying,
Shane Lake. New Orleans, say it again for the people in the back at the Superdome. Please.
New Orleans is known for its food.
oh, yes, it is.
New
damn
Orleans.
good food, but still.
New Orleans anywhere in Los Angeles, California, Chicago,
Yep.
New York,
Yep.
all known for its food. Now, for the folks in Chicago and New York, they have plenty of dietitians. I've met with a couple, and they get their act together.
Mm-hmm.
Zion Williamson will never get his act together until he gets his ass out of New Orleans. Period.
Okay, and then the biggest question is, who takes him on?
Well, I'm going to say something that'll ruffle a lot of feathers before we go to break. I'm going to say something that'll ruffle a lot of feathers with the today's NBA fan. It goes like this. In 4 words, Zion Williamson is finished.
Do
I am
tell.
51 years old. I have seen the greatest play. I don't have to do that list. I won't have to do that list.
We know that list.
We have been spoiled. You, Shane, me, Shane, Victor, and others who watched that era have been spoiled.
Heavily spoiled.
By greatness. From Julius Erving to Michael Jordan to Kobe Bean Bryant. And I got a side note for the Warriors. I got a side note for them. Since 2000, dear God, don't get me started. Since 2003, it was supposed to be a passing of the torch from Kobe Bryant to LeBron James. Here's the problem. LeBron wanted too much and never worked for it.
An All-Star game changed that.
And then Stephen Curry slipped in and changed everything.
An All-Star game and a horrendous decision to pass into a turnover changed all of that. With Kobe and LeBron on the same team.
And it changed it forever.
Yeah, because we know the All-Star game where Michael passed the torch to Kobe.
Yep.
2003 in Atlanta. In Atlanta. And Mike nearly won the most valuable player in that game, which would have been the best way for him to go out. Okay? More on that later. Take a break. When we come back, we will talk Eastern Conference play-in. And then later on, Robert Kraft said something very, very ill of Bill Belichick.
Oh, no.
We are going to dive.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
God help me
No man
for
in the
bringing out
morning.
Paul Bearer.
Oh, yeah. After what I read this morning on the way home, oh, yeah. And a shout to Maggie and Perloff for bringing this story to my attention because I listened to them on the way home. They're fabulous. Snowman in the Morning with the dog and Vicola. Back in a flash.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high-potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now, the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I don't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
Car Shield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give Car Shield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
Car Shield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
We were always hippies at heart, I guess, and that was one way that we showed it before we became full-time RVers.
And we were definitely living small and minimally.
What made us decide to go with Battleborn was everyone from their top leadership team down to their service department helped us so much the whole way through. Our relationship with Battleborn is so much more than business. And me and Dennis love to jam together. We've played together multiple times, and that's been an awesome transition. Be able to learn so much more about the business, also just make some awesome friends.
Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
Yeah. A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street, y'all done had problems. Maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. So, Snowman's been asked, who's the face of the NBA? The face of the NBA has been residing in the Bay since he got here. And his name is Wardell Stephen Curry, the only unanimous MVP in NBA history. Take that.
Oh, yeah!
Welcome back to Snowman in the Morning.
Snowman in the Morning is back. We are presented by BetUS.com and also presented by Invader Coffee. Fuel for the fearless.
Before we go any further, I gotta shout out to my man Sick Dick. He's absolutely right. Zion being 6'6" and 280. He can't convert into that much into muscle without cutting down to 240. He's absolutely right.
He is, and he's playing out of position.
That's true too. So
they have him at center, and he should be a forward.
Right. And I agree with that. It's still a matter of that he can do it. It's just a matter of just like getting the proper people in place around him.
And the other problem is with Zion, he doesn't have a jump shot. That's going to kill him.
Yeah.
If it hasn't killed him already. All right. Heat and Sixers at 7. Hawks and Bulls at 9:30. And that's Eastern time.
Okay. And gotta say, Hawks and Bulls, the first one, that was a crazy game.
Oh, yeah.
1 point separated the winner and the loser.
I want to concentrate on Miami and Philadelphia because I know my good friend JJ has the call on his YouTube channel tonight, which means I might be filling in doing a baseball game. I don't know. He hasn't gotten a hold of me yet. But I'm going to say this. Joel Embiid, you need to get it together now. Period. Point blank. End of story. And I will say this, and I've said it about Joel Embiid's entire career. He's got the physical tools. That's not the problem. And I've said this on many occasions on and off the air. I just wonder if Joel Embiid will ever get it and put it all together. Because when you face Joel Embiid, if you can get inside his head, you got him.
Yeah.
And it's been easy to do that recently.
It
has. Very easy.
It's been stupidly easy.
Very easy.
Very stupidly easy. Latina and Callie coming to us from Fresno, California. I was wondering if you were going to be live this morning. Here we are. This should answer your question.
What
Big
up,
Baby
West
Jonathan
Coast?
Sofel, our Lakers insider, has joined. Listen, if Joel Embiid doesn't dominate tonight and put the team on his shoulders and have the mental attitude that I can do this, the Sixers are going to get a foot put in their ass.
And I think it should be the last year. If that happens, it should be the last year we see Joel Embiid in Philly.
But it raises a question, just like with Zion Williamson. Who's going to take that on?
Brooklyn.
Oh, God, the Shadow Realm.
Brooklyn. They're desperate.
They ain't the only team that's desperate. And I hate to say this about a playoff team, but Phoenix is desperate.
Yeah.
Do you really think Joel Embiid would get along with Kevin Durant, though?
No.
Hell no. Wait a minute. See, y'all give me cues and I'm not even ready. Damn you, Shane. Do it again.
Do you really think Kevin Durant and Joel Embiid are going to get along in Phoenix?
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
That answer your question?
Pretty much.
So, wait a minute.
Or Cleveland.
My buddy just got a hold of me.
Cleveland.
Dear God.
Cleveland may take Joel Embiid.
My buddy Mike DeBate just got a hold of me. And I just figured out, I just found out why he hasn't gotten a hold of me, because things at his job are a mess.
Woof.
Well, yeah, woof. Yeah, so I'm texting live stuff, folks, because I've been trying to get a hold of Mike, especially before the draft. Y'all know I always have Mike DeBate on. He's been with me for 7 seasons.
Right.
This will be our 8th year together.
Yeah, we've had a few good discussions with debate.
Man, haven't we?
I've been around for a good chunk of them.
I know you have.
I had the pleasure of doing some of the picks with Mike DeBate.
Victor,
But
you
no.
are a nut when it comes to the picks.
Right? But no, this Sixers Heat game, does it really matter who's going to win? Because they got to take on New York afterwards.
Yeah.
Who cares? About both of these playing games, and I'm saying this as a Bulls fan. Who cares?
I mean, we all know that whoever ends up getting the 8 seed is going to get buzzsawed by Boston.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a clean sweep. No question around it.
Listen, look, you know what? Let me take a short break because my body's acting stupid. Let me take a short break, and it's my fault. I ate too fast.
Uh-oh.
Snowman, what the hell have we told you about that?
You, my children, my wife, and my grandchildren. But when I got, and Shane, you've been through this, and Victor, you've been through this too. And I know the folks in the chat have been through this. When I get home from bringing my daughter home, I'm hungry.
Yeah. You haven't eaten yet.
True.
Because I get up, I run, and I woke up late this morning. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the alarm, and y'all been through this too. Heard the alarm at 6:30, my wife's alarm and mine. And hit snooze. Big mistake. Big mistake.
Oh no.
And next thing I knew, it was 7:45. And I went, yipe! I'm up. I'm scrambling. Jody is zonked out. My dear wife zonked out. I get a shower. I get dressed. I kiss her goodbye, and she's still asleep. And I fly out the door, ran into traffic to get to wound care, got there with a minute to spare. They wrapped me up. I fly out, get Sonya, came back, and the first thing I thought of was food.
Been there, done that too many times.
Y'all have been through this. I know this is my mistake, but I said I would go the day without caffeine. Yeah, right. Not after what happened this morning.
Oh,
dude.
no.
You called it, Shane.
I told you about my night last night.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were supposed to do all this last night.
Yeah, but
that obviously hasn't happened. We're here.
Yeah, no. Because and Shane said, "Are you really going to be up at that time?" Hell no. I came home and I went to bed.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Exactly.
So my plan switched over to what I was originally doing, except we did it at night. I helped move my friends into a new place last night.
Right.
I didn't get home till 11:30.
Man,
I didn't pass TF out until about 1.
Man, I wasn't. You being that late with helping your friends, I wasn't going to disturb you. I came home. I worked on a couple of graphics, and I went to bed.
I was up at 6 a.m. I rolled over. A friend, one of them actually messaged me at 4:45. Hey, are you up? I roll over at 6. I'm like, what the hell do you need at this hour? And then I'm like, you know what? Sun's coming up. I'm up anyway. I'm making a run. Hit the post office. Got you taken care of.
I appreciate
Grab
it.
some caffeine, and I'm officially wired for sound for today. So I guarantee you, by the time I get doing my friend's stream tonight, I'm going to be dead to the world.
I know when I get back from taking Sonya in, I'm going to be dead to the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be dead to the world. So officially, I'm picking the Bulls and the Heat in these play-in games.
Yeah.
All right. I'm picking the Bulls. I'm picking the Bulls and the Heat. The Sixers are going to get their ass kicked twice.
You know what that means?
Joel Embiid would never get it together. Period.
You know what that
Unless he gets
means?
it together up in his head. Friday, Mike Debate will join us. I just got it confirmed.
If you're saying that the Bulls and the Heat are going to win, that means the Hawks and the 76ers to the NBA Cup with you.
Here we go.
We'll do that. We'll do that and more as we close out this first hour. But I got to take care of something really fast. So let's take a break. And when we get back, Victor will banish teams to the Shadow Realm and the NBA Cup. And then Robert Kraft said something evil. Uh-huh. And Shane, you ain't going to like this being a Patriot fan.
I can't say what I want to say, except we'll be back after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high-potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now, the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, aka Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got CarShield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I didn't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave CarShield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called CarShield and saved my family on $2,400.
CarShield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give CarShield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
CarShield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
We were always hippies at heart, I guess, and that was one way that we showed it before we became full-time RVers.
Yeah, we were definitely living small and minimally.
What made us decide to go with Battleborn was everyone from their top leadership team down to their service department helped us so much the whole way through. Our relationship with Battleborn is so much more than business. And me and Dennis love to jam together. We played together multiple times, and that's been an awesome transition. Be able to learn so much more about the business. Also, just make some awesome friends.
Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
Yeah. A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street y'all done had problems, maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. So, Snowman's been asked, who's the face of the NBA? The face of the NBA has been residing in the Bay since he got here. And his name is Wardell Stephen Curry, the only unanimous MVP in NBA history. Take that.
Oh, yeah!
Welcome back to Snowman in the Morning.
Welcome back. Welcome to The Price is Right. I've always wanted to say that.
Come on down.
Exactly. You know what? The hell with it.
This is a wacky Wednesday around here.
It is. And we're off schedule.
Screw it.
Screw all of it, man. We have fun with this sports talk show, folks. RC, what's going on? If y'all can help a snowman out and help his family, do me a favor and hit us with a Cash App. The tag you need is $ tallman Dr. K 50. I'm working as hard as I can to get as many donations in as I can each week to make sure bills stay paid, help my wife out with some grocery money. So if anybody can help, and so old snowman can stay in food himself and eat right and all that kind of stuff. So if y'all can help, that would be so much appreciated. Let me see if I can get something here. I gotta do this. All right, y'all. We're off schedule. Hell with it. Johnny Olsen.
Here it comes. Television's most exciting hour of fantastic prizes. The fabulous 60-minute prize is right. Karen Woods, come on down. Heather Street, come on down. Doris Hollander, come on down. And Chauncey Franklin, come on down. You are the first 4 contestants of The Price is Right. And now here's the star of The Price is Right, Bob Barker.
I just had to do that.
The GOAT right there.
Yep. All right. Got to do this. Of course, we know Bill Belichick stepped away from the Patriots after 24 seasons.
Let me fix my seat for this because I know it's going to get bad.
Yep.
All right, Snowman, hit it.
All right. Bill Belichick, of course, we know stepped away from the Patriots after 24 seasons. He has 333 wins, 6 Super Bowl titles, and this came over nearly 30 years of head coaching. And yet, as the 2024 season approaches, he doesn't have a job. And as where's my button here? I gotta do this the right way. As I am reading from .com, it reads as follows. One man might have more to do with that than anyone else is Patriots owner Robert Kraft. According to a report from ESPN's Don Van Natta Jr., Seth Wickersham, and Jeremy Fowler, a conversation Kraft had with Atlanta Falcons owner Arthur Blank was the main reason the Falcons passed on Belichick as head coach and went with Raheem Morris instead. The Falcons were the only team that really engaged with Belichick during the hiring portion of the offseason. Every other team with a head coaching opening passed on him, not even offering him an interview. But the Falcons appeared to be serious about Belichick, or at least Blank was. He reportedly had 2 lengthy interviews with Belichick on his mega yacht, but Belichick's candidacy wasn't popular within the organization. According to ESPN, when Blank asked his top executives to rank all the candidates for the job, Belichick didn't finish in the top 3. And when Blank reached out to Kraft, one of his closest friends amongst all NFL owners, for advice about hiring Belichick, Kraft reportedly gave him numerous reasons to back off and to go in a different direction. Via ESPN, but in a conversation with Blank, Kraft delivered a stark assessment of Belichick's character, according to a source who spoke to 2 people, A, close to Kraft, and a longtime Belichick confidant. The source quoted the Belichick source, as saying, quote, Robert called Arthur to warn him not to trust Bill, close quote. That account was backed up, the source said, by the close Kraft friend. Multiple sources said that Kraft spoke with, quote, some candor, close quote, to Blank about Belichick, though the sources declined to elaborate. One source close to Belichick said Kraft, quote, was a big part, close quote, of why the Falcons passed on hiring him. Wow. And that bomb dropped this morning. First on ESPN, and now everybody's taking a hold of it. You're the Patriots guy, Shane.
Sick him.
I'm going to do this for you, and then I'm going to set the dial, press the button, and stand back and watch the fun. Sick 'em.
Robert Kraft said what about a 6-time Super Bowl winning coach? That he couldn't be trusted? I beg your pardon, good sir. Where do you get off saying something like that about Coach Belichick? Are you that daft with everything you've had going on, with all the other scandals you've had, that you're blind to what Belichick can produce for a team? Yes, I know. We've had a couple of dark seasons since TB12 hightailed it to Tampa. What is up with all the athletes going down to Florida and try to do that for other teams anyway? LeBron James, anybody?
Oof.
Come on now.
Woof. Woof.
Gronk ended up going to Tampa, won a ring, then decided to leave too. So, what? Were things that bad in New England behind the scenes that everybody decided to take off down to Tampa? And then Belichick is looking for a job because he wants to keep coaching. He's got the pedigree to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you end up not just stabbing him in the back about it, but you put a blanking katana in his back.
He pulled straight Assassin's Creed on him.
And I love that series.
Same.
Damn good game. Point being, Kraft, this is one of the times when you should, this is one of the many times where you should have just shut TF up. Plain and simple. You shut your mouth about all the other scandals you've had going on. You should have shut up about this thing. Belichick wanted a job, and you stabbed him. This is not going to bode well for anybody who liked Belichick or frankly liked you to begin with, because now you have caused a rift in Patriot Nation, and you have to be the one to fix it. Not the fans, not Belichick, you. Your words hurt, Bell, and now you've got to pay the price. Nice going, Kraft. No wonder your son's the one that's running more of the operations than you. Do yourself a favor. Go hang out down in Dallas with Geritol and find a retirement home for the both of you.
Please.
Now get the hell out of my face and get off the seat. I need to refill the propane tanks.
Damn. Just plain damn.
It's the betrayal of the century, in my opinion.
When you wanted me to go off, as I have said to everybody, when I go quiet and concise, you're screwed.
To go out of your way to betray a guy who brought you 6 titles. 6. And it's not his fault that the Patriots couldn't get another one. That was your fault, Kraft.
Because we didn't have the right pieces in place because Kraft don't know how to draft.
Kraft can't draft. That's a hashtag.
Hey!
That's a hashtag.
That's a hashtag.
But for him to go after Bill like that, it just shows that a lot of the front office in New England, they just don't have a loyalty to anybody.
The loyalty they have is to the rings. Belichick's last, 3 years we didn't have anything? It's a loyalty to the rings. It ain't a loyalty
to
the
how
people.
the TB12 era ended.
Badly.
Think about how the TB12 era ended. The final play from Tom Brady as a Patriot was a pick 6.
Yep. And there was rumblings about TB, Bill, and the front office having issues anyway.
For 3 years.
And look what happened. Tom retired, ends up going down to Tampa. Gronk goes with him about a year later. They go off and win a ring.
And Kraft set up that whole wedge of like, oh, who really won those rings? Was it Bill or was it Brady? And then Brady wins one in Tampa.
We're getting more of an answer now.
Exactly.
More of an answer now. Ryan McCarthy joins us from Saratoga, New York. He says, are we sure Kraft wasn't interviewed in the massage parlor when he said all that mess?
Ryan, why do you think I brought up the other scandals and he kept his mouth shut about those?
Why are we? I'll say it again. Why are we not surprised? Why are we not surprised?
The Kraft family is loyal to the rings. They're not loyal to people. They're loyal to the fact of winning championships. It don't matter how they do it. They want it done. And I hate to say it, but acting like this to former players and coaches ain't the way to do it.
Because 2 of your greatest went down to Tampa and won a ring.
And one wanted to go down to Atlanta, but you had to put the katana in his back.
Heck, they took a clown with them and won a ring.
Exactly.
They took a clown with them and won a ring down in Tampa.
Won a ring. And we forever have to say that Antonio Clown is a Super Bowl champion. We have to forever say that.
Which is the biggest crime against humanity ever. Sorry.
It is. Besides LeBron James playing in the NBA for 20 years.
Besides Geritol owning a team.
All of that. All of that.
We're all Jack Daniel Jones. You ain't out of this either. Just because Kraft made a gap does not mean that you are safe.
Here's this.
Why do you think I lumped him in at the end of it?
Here's the crazy part. And they brought this up on Maggie and Perloff, and I'm glad they did. And I'll put it in the form of a question. Does this open the door for Belichick to go to Dallas? Because reports are coming out that Jerry Jones, after this year, wants to bring on Belichick. And the thing that Belichick has said to every team that he's interviewed with, he doesn't want to be the GM anymore. He just wants to coach, which is music to Jerry Jones's ears.
It should have been this year. It should be this year.
Yeah, it should have been, but y'all got stuck with Pennywise for another year.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
But if Belichick ends up going down to Dallas, That would be a saving grace for that team.
Yes, it would. I'd take it.
Because he will know exactly what pieces to put in play. And maybe for the love of God, get you guys a quarterback that doesn't suck.
Yeah.
We all know Dak Prescott ain't that piece.
Someone who will appear bigger than Mini-Me on a stepladder and the smallest hell in the cell.
Snowman.
Yes, sir.
Help me here. I'm about to lose it.
What happened?
He brought up Mini-Me and Hell in a Cell again.
It needs to happen. It's time for the Cowboys to say bye-bye to certain projects that we just know are abject failures.
Like Pennywise.
Like Dak
Prescott.
Like Dak.
Like Dak Prescott.
Heck,
like Jared Hall owning the team.
Listen, why don't we just go to halftime, come back, and I'm going to rip the Cowboys apart. Because there are people in the Cowboys organization that we need to tell.
Shut up, bitch.
And go.
I'll refill the propane tanks. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after this.
Hour 2 after this break.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If you talk, they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
He was only 58 years old when he passed away. That outcome could have been different.
Colorado happens to be one of the worst states for radon levels.
It's in our ground and it seeps up.
The more you breathe radon, the more chance you have of DNA being hit and the cell mutated. The EPA estimates 22,000 lung cancer deaths a year caused by radon.
We all make choices. When it comes to alcohol, kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
You have fun. Hey, have a seat for a second. Remind me about that party again?
Alex is just...
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. They want guidance and honest answers to their questions. And it makes a difference when the message is consistent and part of everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
We were always hippies at heart, I guess, and that was one way that we showed it before we became full-time RVers.
And we were definitely living small and minimally.
What made us decide to go with Battleborn was everyone from their top leadership team down to their service department helped us so much the whole way through. Our relationship with Battleborn is so much more than business. And me and Dennis love to jam together. We've played together multiple times, and that's Been an awesome transition. Be able to learn so much more about the business. Also, just make some awesome friends.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals, chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Hey, Toe Man, we're waiting for you. This is Snowman in the Morning.
I must have filled up the cuss cup about 3 times.
Oh, boy.
Why? I spilled my coffee.
Oh.
And I had to reboot twice.
No.
Yes. And I had to reboot twice. I've been trying to load up this interview I did with Michael Washington. Scheduled it for today's show. I had another interview scheduled, but I'm having technical problems. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to post the interview with Michael Washington on both the YouTube pages. No, all 3 of the YouTube pages. My new Snowman Multimedia page, as well as the new Snowman in the Morning page. And I'm going to bring Michael Ray on tomorrow. I'll schedule him for tomorrow. And we're going to go live tomorrow at 11 a.m., wrap up the Eastern Conference play-in, give our thoughts about that, and have a few more stories. Okay, let's have some fun. Victor?
Yes, sir.
In one of my reboots, you brought up the mini-me thing. What'd you compare that to?
Oh, how Dak Prescott on consistent situations where he's under the bright lights and under prime time and under high scrutiny, that he's appeared shorter than Mini-Me on a step ladder in the world's smallest Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, that.
Me like that.
And Shane almost fell out of his chair.
I apologize. Shane chipped a tooth. I apologize for that.
Okay. Now that we're let's talk a little football, shall we?
Sure.
The Cowboys, and I hate to say, no, I don't hate to say this, Victor.
No,
Victor knows the truth. The Cowboys will never win a championship unless 2 things happen. One, Pennywise must go. And 2, they need an actual quarterback.
I'll give you a third one. Gerald Jack Daniels Jones goes to the retirement home.
And
Not
never
wrong.
comes back. And never
Take
comes
Robert
back.
Kraft with you.
Yep.
I'll give you a 4th one. Cut CD Lamb.
Yeah.
Okay, if we're going to add to this, I'll give you a 5th. Get an offensive line worth a damn.
Yep.
Because Mark Tuinei, Nate Newton, Mark Stepnoski, Larry Allen, and Eric Williams are not coming through that door anytime soon.
No, they're not. I'll give you 3 people who need to go to retirement home now for the NFL to get better. For pretty much the entirety of Gerald, Kraft, and Virginia.
Gasky.
Those
Can I add a
three
fourth one?
need to go now. Go ahead.
Can I add a fourth one?
Go ahead.
Give me this button. Not that one. Dang it. This one. Roger Goodell, do us a favor.
Yep, Goodell too.
Get the out of the league. There, I said it.
I've
Wow.
never known a commissioner who has done more harm to his brand than Roger Goodell.
Mm-hmm. Roger Goodell has been the worst commissioner I ever won. It's a tie between he and Gary Bettman. We all know what Gary Bettman's worth.
He's worse than Sterling, and I never thought I would say that. Stern, Commissioner Stern. Never would have thought I'd say that.
I never thought you'd say that either.
Because I always thought David Stern was
you and I
terrible.
both have our complaints and grievances. Shout to our friend Camille about David Stern.
Yeah.
I know Shane has too. His complaints about Stern.
Way too many of them.
Listen, you know the hell.
Now
This is a
Silver's no
wacky
better.
Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And we're off schedule, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Screw it.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzexual Confessions.
Give me this.
Here we go.
Do it.
You know who two of the biggest bronzexuals are? David Stern and Adam Silver.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Let me say that again for those of us in the cheap seats at Old Chicago Stadium. That's for you, Victor.
Thank you.
And for Shane at the old Boston Garden.
The Garden, the original podcast.
The original Garden. David Stern and Adam Silver are the two biggest bronzexuals I've ever seen. And David Stern made a mistake by letting LeBron in the league in the first place. Because LeBron has ruined the NBA.
That wasn't a mistake.
Period.
That wasn't a mistake. That's what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Because the situation between him and Jordan got so foul.
Yeah, it did.
And,
yeah, it did.
And Stern got so aggravated. He tried to basically erase the legacy of Jordan twice.
Mm-hmm. Allen Iverson, anyone?
Well, actually, yeah, 3 times. Because he tried with Iverson refused. He tried with Kobe refused.
Kobe refused.
Flat out refused.
LeBron James put the whole member in his mouth.
Yeah, LeBron James tried
had his puppet.
Yep.
David Stern had his puppet.
Yep.
Why? Because yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you. Forever and ever and ever. Amen. Adam Silver, you punk. You punk. You are a punk. Ah, hell.
We should have known
say it right.
We should have known that he was a puppet.
Mm-hmm. Ah, hell. I'll say it right and get a laugh out of everybody.
Go ahead.
Adam Silver, you a bitch.
Yes, you are.
I am so glad I wasn't drinking on that one.
Yes, you are. Yes.
Why do I say that? 2016.
Mm-hmm.
I will never, ever, ever, ever forgive Adam Silver for what he did to the Golden State Warriors in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wanted LeBron to win that championship for Cleveland
and think
so badly.
And think of how he did it. Warriors are up 3 games
3-1.
3-1. It's never happened before. I don't think it's ever really happened before up until then. But for some reason, Yo Kang had to wipe out a 3-1 deficit to win the title in Cleveland.
In Oakland. And on the Warriors floor.
Yeah, that's a real shot.
Which had haters calling me.
Oh,
including
yeah.
a certain Denny's server, which is all he'll ever be. And this certain Denny's server, who is a punk and a bitch. No, how's it put? Who's a punk ass bitch. Thank you, DJ Quick. He called me and said to me, quote, I hope that Warriors bandwagon. No. Try again. Quote, I hope your fat ass didn't fall off that Warriors bandwagon. Cleveland is a city of champions. Close quote.
Yeah, how many champions have they got?
All of that is because of LeBron James's punk ass and Adam Silver's punk ass. They were blowing each other in 2016. LeBron commits an offensive foul on Draymond Green, which was incorrectly called. And then LeBron decided to bitch to Adam Silver about Draymond Green, who was locking his ass up. And then Adam Silver, in the midnight hour, decides to suspend Draymond Green for what should have been the clinching game in Game 5.
Let's not forget. LeBron stepped over Draymond, which caused him to swipe, because we've never seen someone step over a player. You step around a player.
Mm-hmm.
You get hurt.
Allen Iverson 2001 against Tyronn Lue in the
and Tyronn Lue, you a punk too.
Yeah.
It's very rare we got more
on that. We got more on that later. But Adam Silver, you and LeBron have ruined NBA watching for me, because all these individual players who think they're who think they're hot have taken over the NBA. How's the phrase go? The inmates are running
the asylum.
Damn asylum.
Yep.
I'll say it again. The inmates of the NBA are running the damn asylum. And it's your fault.
Yes, it is.
I lay this at the feet of two people, Adam Silver and the one I'm cussing out now, LeBron James. LeBron, you've ruined the NBA with your style of play, with your attitude, and your individualistic self. You're a punk. You're a bitch. And you're the damn reason the NBA is ruined, and folks like me, Victor, and Shane will never watch a full game again. Ever.
And you're talking guys who have been a fan of the NBA since they were like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old.
My first favorite player was Julius Erving. Okay? Matter of fact, I'll say it again. My first favorite player was Julius Erving. I got a lot of favorite players from the old school. All right?
Mm-hmm.
My first ever favorite player was Julius Erving.
The doctor.
Then Magic Johnson was introduced to me by my mother, who was a Laker fan because of Showtime.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't say I blame her, because those Laker teams and Sixer teams and Celtic teams, even though I couldn't stand the Celtics, were fun to watch. I said it. Those Celtic team back in the 80s, I couldn't stand them, but they were fun to watch.
Yes.
They were fun to watch.
You recognize game.
What the hell happened? I will tell you what happened. LeBron James happened.
It's a threefold problem.
Go ahead,
First,
Victor.
first and foremost, the passing of the chair for commissioner from Stern to Silver.
Yep.
The immersion of the emergence of LeBron,
Mm-hmm.
and then the immersion of, and I love this music as a whole, but it doesn't have anything to do with basketball. Hip hop.
Yeah.
Once the hip hop music industry put their grubby fingers into basketball, it's become chaos.
It's become toxic.
Yeah.
I never thought I would use that word with a league I have loved since Larry Bird and Magic Johnson saved the league in 1979. I never thought I would use the word toxic. But guess what? It's toxic as hell.
And don't get me wrong.
Yep.
This is not me saying that hip hop is toxic. It's not me saying that basketball toxic, but the immersion of the both of them has become toxic
as hell.
How do I know? Because in 2012, and I got NBA 2K12 specifically because they had Jordan and Derrick Rose in the same game.
Yep.
All I keep hearing was the one term hater, 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 hater. This became such a big deal that 90% of the songs had the term hater in it. Guess who they were talking about? In defense of LeBron James, because everybody who was considered to be against LeBron James has always been deemed as a hater and nothing else.
Well, give me this camera back. Then I guess I'm the biggest damn hater of all. I hate you, LeBron James, for the way you have ruined the NBA. I hate you, LeBron James, for the way you have ruined basketball. I hate you, LeBron James, for your individualistic attitude and people putting you over people that actually bled, sweat, cried, and paid the price to make the NBA what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The first player I ever loved was this man.
Try to tip it to Julius Erving if he can get the tip up high. 3 seconds left. Out the doctor. He's got a crack at it. Three-pointer. He got it.
Oh, y'all didn't hear me.
Out the doctor. He's got a crack at it. Three-pointer. He got it.
Yeah, him. And then Magic Johnson, and I've always loved Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Matter of fact, if I could put 4 GOATs on a Mount Rushmore, Magic Johnson, Julius Erving, Michael Jordan, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Those are my 4. We'll do that tomorrow. But LeBron James, you suck. No, let me say it correctly to get a laugh out of everybody and to convey my statement even further. I guess I am the biggest LeBron James hater because when he came in the league in 2002, I knew what was coming from watching his games at St. Vincent St. Mary. And it wasn't basketball, damn it.
Not to mention something that I brought up a couple days ago from Sports Highlights, where they said that LeBron James has created a new club called the 40K 11K 11K Club.
I saw that post. I didn't pull the picture. I wasn't going to show that picture. I'm not going to show that picture. I don't need to hurt my eyes anymore.
No, you don't.
I'm already old.
I thought that was the funniest thing in the world.
I don't feel 51 some days, but yet I am 51. I've been spoiled by basketball. I've been spoiled by Julius Erving, James Worthy, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Kobe Bean Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan,
Charles Barkley,
Patrick Ewing,
Isaiah
Thomas,
David
Joe
Robinson,
Mars,
Clyde
Drexler,
Sean Kemp, Gary
Payton, the
Karl
Seattle
Malone.
doggone Supersonics, damn it.
Spud
Webb,
Dominique Wilkins, Spud Webb,
John Spider Sally,
Hakeem the Dream,
Stockton, Akeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson,
the Mailman,
David Robinson,
Karl Malone, David Robinson, the Admiral. We've been spoiled, LeBron.
Mm-hmm. Larry
You
Johnson, Alonzo Mourning.
ruined everything about the NBA. So LeBron James, you.
Here we go.
Give me this camera.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Let's go.
LeBron James, you. James Harden, you. Kyrie the herbal tea, you too. Luka Donkey, you, because you're going the way of LeBron James, you stupid sturt. You.
Oh my God.
You, and you. Period.
Lord have
Shea
mercy.
Gilgeous Alexander, you.
Oh my God.
ESPN, this one's for you.
Yes, it is.
To that
Stephen
four-letter
A.
network, you too.
Stephen A.
Stephen A. Smith.
You, Stephen A. You, ESPN, for breaking
Ryan
up Mike and Mike
Hollins.
in the morning because you're greedy. Ryan Hollins, you. Watch some basketball games and actually take note.
Nick Wrong.
Molly Karam, you too.
Not even Molly safe?
Oh
What?
my God.
Not even
Nick Wright,
Molly safe.
you too.
I agree with that
Oh
one.
my God.
I agree with that one.
To everybody, save Colin Cowherd at Fox Sports because Colin Cowherd actually gives a damn. All y'all.
Oh, it's a shot to Skip Bayless too, I guess.
To the folks at ESPN, say Pat McAfee, who needs to get off of ESPN and build his own box truck again. All of you.
Oh my God.
Ben Simmons, I shouldn't even give you a you, but you too.
Oh my God.
Oh,
You,
no.
Ben Simmons, and don't come back.
Oh no.
You, LeBron James, you need to hang it up and not come back. And as I said before, and I will say it again, LeBron James, Adam Silver, you, and you. Dear
Lord.
LeBron James, you.
Oh shit.
It ain't over.
Dear Facebook for allowing this to happen. You.
Oh God. What's the platform?
Dear Twitter for allowing this to happen. You.
Oh God, the platforms aren't
And
safe.
finally, dear ESPN for taking the NBA contract and putting LeBron James down our throat and up our asses for 21 years. You, and you.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronsexual Confessions.
Dear God, have mercy.
Pardon me as I stand up and applaud.
I'm sick of what's going on in the NBA now, man.
You ain't the only one. You're not the only. Believe me, you're not the only one.
You ain't the only one, but damn.
No, I mean, I'm sick of it.
I wasn't even gonna go to Molly, but
I can't even watch a full game. I can't even watch a full game anymore without ESPN sucking all the players except the ones that put in the work, like Wardell, Stephen Curry, perhaps. And you know what they're going to do now? You know what the big networks are going to do now? They're going to see Klay Thompson's performance in this play-in game and Game 6 last year against the Lakers, and they're going to start a narrative, which is already started, of trade Klay Thompson. Oh yeah, well, you.
Oh, that's already begun.
You stupid.
That began last year.
After Game 6.
After Game 6. That began last year of trading Klay Thompson.
I don't care. Listen, I don't care anymore. You understand me? I don't care. And you, and Victor, you got a chance to know my father.
You
You got a chance to know Sarge.
I had.
Are
the
you
honor and
not
the
seeing his
privilege.
attitude come out right now?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh dear God.
My dad had the same. My dad had the same attitude towards all the bullshit that's going on in the world. To all the bullshit people, you.
Are you trying to get me to commit suicide over here, man? Come on.
I'm sorry.
Damn, man.
But
I already broke an 8-year streak.
But I get it. I get it. Because the problem is like I said before, like the NBA is not for the NBA fan anymore.
It's not.
The modern NBA fan, they don't watch a full game. And I've said this to many people.
It's the highlights Victor, let me borrow your words. It's the highlights and the dunks they want to see. They don't want to see pure, unadulterated, clean, fundamental basketball anymore.
Oh, there was another person that we should have brought up. TC himself, Tom Chambers.
Oh God, Tom Chambers.
Well, here comes another rant.
Oh God, Tom Chambers.
You know,
yes,
listen, Tom Chambers has always played a better fundamentally sound forward than LeBron James ever will. Period.
About Luol Deng.
Same. Oh, Luol Deng blocked
LeBron James quite a few times.
LeBalco, and you know something. LeBron James is juicing. While I'm on a roll,
yeesh.
LeBron James should be called LeBalco James. Thank you, Brandon, for that. My buddy Brandon on YouTube. Look, I am no longer afraid to say how I feel.
That's one heck of an accusation.
Take the camera. Take the camera.
That's one heck of an accusation.
I said it.
Oh my God.
Over time, your body is supposed. If you keep your body, even if you keep your body in optimum shape, in optimum shape, okay?
Yeah.
Father Time's gonna get you.
Yes.
LeBron James has cheated the game of basketball and cheated it with his body, okay? Now, is there proof out there that he's juicing? I believe there is. The NBA is just sweeping it under the rug, as they always do.
Oh
1985 draft, anyone?
Oh my God.
They're gonna sweep all the bad news under the rug, okay? They're always gonna do that. And I hate when that happens.
I don't know what I can say right now.
I don't either. I'm sorry.
Talk about a rant.
I mean, you talk about.
I held this for a while.
I can see that.
Apparently,
I held this for a while. Okay.
Lord have mercy.
I kept it to myself long enough.
That was for you, Vin, man. Not Lord had mercy.
Also.
Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to get some brie to go with that ham.
Oh my God! Look,
hey, bronzexuals, take this.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, with head coach Paul Westphal, here's the starting lineup for your Phoenix Suns. At guard from California, number 7, KJ Kevin Johnson. At guard from Central Michigan, number 9, Dan Marley. At center from Old Dominion, number 41, Mark West. At forward from Utah, number 24, Tom Chambers. And at forward from Auburn, number 34, Charles Barkley. playing today.
Hold on. So okay, right there. One thing I've always laughed at when it comes to bronsexuals, they always say, "Well, Jordan played in a weak era. Jordan played in an era where everyone was soft."
Ooh, that's an
I'm like-
unfiltered. That's an unfiltered.
I'm
rant.
like, please say that to the face of Sir Charles Barkley.
For anyone saying that Michael played in a soft era, the late 80s and early 90s Detroit Pistons would like to have a word with you.
Yeah.
And beat you up in the process.
The late 80s and early 90s Celtics have entered the chat and want a word with you as well. There's also New York, Cleveland, and Houston.
You know what?
Antonio like have a word as well.
Victor came up with the name Kyrita Herbal Tea. And I'm going to ruffle a lot of feathers. I'll give you 2 point guards from the 80s that played a better fundamentally sound point guard than Kyrita Herbal Tea. Kevin Johnson and Mark Price.
Yeah.
I'll give you
Kevin
one.
Kevin Johnson and Mark Price. John Stockton being another.
KJ played almost a pure
I'll
point.
I'll give you 2 more, and we mentioned one of them, Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson. Yep.
KJ
So I'll
played
give
a
you the
pretty much
other
a pure
one.
point.
I'll give you the other one, the glove.
Gary
Payton.
Exactly.
Magic, and we ain't gonna mention Magic Johnson.
No, because he played all 5 positions.
We ain't got 1980.
Unlike
Game
LeBron
6.
James.
1980, Game 6, the Spectrum, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Listen, a lot of bronsexuals on the LeBron could play all 5. Give me
he
this
can't.
butt.
He can barely play
all
2.
5 LeBron could play all 5 positions. You.
Snowman, I'm done holding myself up with my steering wheel. Come on.
Shall I do it again? I'll do it
No.
again. Oh, I'm gonna. I'm getting all this off my chest right now before we put everything together and really get back on the radio and start selling the hell out of this. Listen. Everybody in this era wants to say, "Oh, LeBron James can play all 5 positions." You. Because I saw a 20-year-old named Irvin Magic Johnson actually play all 5 positions at the Spectrum. Give me this camera. Give me this camera. Oh, LeBron James can play all 5 positions. You. Because I saw a young man play all 5 positions May 23rd, 1980 at the Spectrum in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, when he started at center for an ailing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in Game 6 of the 1980 World Championship Series, a game that the Los Angeles Lakers won handily, mind you, 123-107. Magic Johnson that game, starting at center, playing point guard, playing both forward positions, scored 42 points, grabbed 15 rebounds, and dished out 7 assists, and to this day is the only rookie to be named World Championship Series MVP. LeBron didn't make the playoffs in his rookie year. He certainly didn't make the finals and wasn't finals MVP in his rookie year. You know what LeBron did in his rookie year? He sucked all kinds of ass. Now, you and your ticket too.
Oh my God. Did you get into my ghost pepper salsa before today's show?
Lord
No.
have mercy.
Oh, you about as spicy as that.
Right?
I don't care. I'm saying it the way it needs to be said.
I get it, but man.
What?
Are you trying to get me to fall out of my chair?
Hey, Sig,
we got
a burning table over here.
Yo, we got some breaking news.
What?
And it ain't good.
Go ahead.
As of a few minutes ago, the NBA announced that Jonte Porter of the Toronto Raptors has received a lifetime ban for violating the league's gaming rules.
I'm gone. I'm gone. Good night, buddy.
And Dave Holland had the perfect answer for this. Quote, and yet the NBA and all leagues take in advertising money from gambling sites.
Yep, they do.
Mic drop.
Yep, they do. So wait.
And that's one reason why I can't watch anymore.
So wait. So another guy's getting a lifetime ban apparently for gambling, right?
Yep.
Yet there's always been all parts of the lottery, which is gambling. Might be state gambling, but it's still gambling.
It's gambling. Yep.
And you got all the legal gambling out there with everybody from
all across North America.
NBA and Vegas are basically joined at the hip.
And yet again, this dude gets a lifetime ban for basically doing nothing technically illegal.
Right. What rule did he break? I want to know this. What set of gambling rules did he break? That's all I want to know.
I'm about to find out.
That's all I want to know.
Now, if he bet on his own team, that's one thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Give me that name one more time. I'm about to do live research. Give me that name one more time.
Jonte Porter, Toronto Raptors.
Okay.
Now this is going to open up a whole new can of worms.
This is what aggravates me.
We're opening it here.
This is what aggravates me about this is the fact that it's always a situation where where the league can pick and choose who they want to enforce the rules on. Because I guarantee dollars to donuts that if LeBron James got found out that he was betting on his own games, not a word would be spoken.
Not a word would come out. If Kyrita Herbal Tea.
Okay, I've got this from ESPN.
Take it.
Toronto Raptors forward Jonte Porter has been banned from the NBA. The league announced Wednesday. The NBA said that Porter provided confidential information to bettors, limited his own participation in games for gambling purposes, and bet on NBA games. Period.
You know what?
Okay.
Now I said. Yeah, now I can see. Now I see why. That's a valid reason. I
retract what I said.
Because if you are limiting your own participation in order to get money on games, that ain't right.
You're getting paid from the team, for God's sake.
Exactly.
Millions and millions of dollars.
Exactly.
And Jonte Porter wasn't that good of a player anyway.
So Jonte Porter, you played yourself. You played yourself, bro.
Absolutely, you played yourself.
Jonte Porter, you a bitch.
I love it.
I think this would be the perfect time to take a break.
And you're also stupid.
I think we need to take a break on that note.
Take a break. When we come back, we're going to yell at the WNBA for these ridiculously low contracts and thank Vicola for this subject that will close out our 2-hour spectacular. Back after this.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
I pressed the wrong button. Damn it.
We've been having too much fun.
I know. Try again. Back after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now, the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
We were always hippies at heart, I guess, and that was one way that we showed it before we became full-time
And we
RVers.
were definitely living small and minimally.
What made us decide to go with Battleborn was everyone from their top leadership team down to their service department helped us so much the whole way through. Our relationship with Battleborn is so much more than business. And me and Dennis love to jam together. We've played together multiple times, and that's been an awesome transition. Be able to learn so much more about the business. Also, just make some awesome friends.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I don't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
Car Shield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give Car Shield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
Car Shield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE. Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
So Snowman's been asked, who's the face of the NBA? The face of the NBA has been residing in the Bay since he got here. And his name is Wardell Stephen Curry, the only unanimous MVP in NBA history. Take that.
Oh, yeah! Welcome back to Snowman in the Morning.
Yeah, baby! Welcome back! We got about 15 minutes left in this spectacular, and I'm going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. Beginning Labor Day, we're going to double the time, especially with it being football season.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with how we cover games, because we do it better than everybody else. I said it, and I mean it. NASCAR races, WNBA.
Playoffs are coming up.
Playoffs, football, baseball, and we got a lot of baseball to cover tomorrow. Justin Verlander is set to make his debut, and we got questions. We got y'all got. You know what? I'll explain after the show. Okay, Cameron Brink, Caitlin Clark, and Angel Reese will receive the same amount of money.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. This is appalling. I said it yesterday in the text message.
It is appalling. Here are the figures, and thank you, Victor, for bringing this up in our pre-show. Folks, side note, I ran in here from bringing my daughter home, and I knew the pre-show was coming up. I had my coffee, I had my breakfast. I had to race into the kitchen to get water, and I get a text from Victor saying, standing by. I'm flying in here. Of course, I'm sitting in a wheelchair right now to allow my toe to heal. I'm flying in here, and I nearly hit not only Winnie, but I nearly hit Lucy. I think my pets know when I'm running late, but Victor brought this up in pre-show. Here's the breakdown. 2024, 76,535.
Yep.
2025, 78,066. 2026, 85,873. And the fourth year option, 2027, and I hope I got this right, Victor, 97,582.
Yep, that's correct.
Yep.
That's for Caitlin Clark. And think about it. Not in no year she gets closest to the fourth year option, but at no time does she crack 100K.
Listen, you know how much Caitlin Clark earned in NIL money alone?
Go ahead.
3.1 million.
Why is she making that in the NBA? That should be the starting year.
That should be the starting year for the WNBA. If the NBA would get up off of its ass and off the money, and if the WNBA would actually market to women, that's the biggest mistake they're making right now. The biggest mistake. We've said it here. The biggest mistake that the WNBA has made, they don't market to women. Most of the audience, and I've seen it live, most of the audience for the WNBA are men.
Because the execs in the WNBA don't think women enjoy basketball. And unfortunately, they have stats to in some way facilitate that. Because you don't see a lot of women like saying that they're fans of basketball, not even the NBA. That needs to change. That needs to change.
It does.
More women are willing to admit they're fans of baseball than they are of basketball.
Exactly.
Right. Nobody wants to admit how much they love baseball. Listen, Angel reached 17 NIL deals, and 22 and 23 were worth, ready for this, $1.7 million. The NIL era is here. Jay Spivey has said it on this show. I think Caitlin Clark should have stayed at the University of Iowa and taken in more NIL money. Here's the kicker. Ice Cube went to Caitlin Clark and said, I'll pay you $5 million if you play for the Big Three, and I'll let you put in a full season for the WNBA. $5 million. Listen, you know what? Let Ice Cube run the WNBA.
Oh, I love that.
And I'm willing to bet you he would have done the same thing Kobe Bryant was on the way to doing, and that is putting up his own money for salaries and all kinds of other stuff to make it work.
To make it work.
Problem is, so you can put up as much money as you want, but how are you going to market it if no one is going to admit they watch it?
You know what? You know what? That's a great point. That's a great point.
And that's the problem.
I mean,
marketability.
Caitlin's going to make what, 338?
Yep.
338K. Angel's only making 324K.
That's not fair.
These are laughable numbers compared to the NBA. I'm not saying you pay them
laughable.
I'm not saying you pay them 1-to-1, but it's like, come on, make it a little more competitive. Make it a little more equitable between the two.
I wish. To God, I wish I had the capital.
Snowman, how many times have we seen signing bonuses for NBA players up to like the tens of millions, the 50s of millions?
Yes.
And
yes.
The only way the women are going to get remotely close to an NBA worth contract in a year is endorsements.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
But yet again, where are they going to get the endorsements?
Right. Because majority of these sponsors are going to go straight towards NBA players.
Exactly. Now,
And
Caitlin and
eyes there.
a lot of these, Caitlin, Angel, and a few others probably won't have an issue exactly
No.
They aren't going to exactly have a problem trying to get endorsement deals. I mean, we know shoe companies are going to be more than willing to step up because of the hype around them.
Yes.
But same token, they're not all 100% going to be there.
Yeah.
As I have said on this show too many blanking times to remember, common sense ain't so common in the boardroom.
It really isn't. Just look at Dallas.
Man, look, I covered the Chicago Sky for 4 seasons when they played at the Rosemont Horizon, including the year 2014, the first year of their existence, when they got to the WNBA finals. Okay? I was there. I was at the Rosemont Horizon when 18,000 people were there yelling their brains out. One of the few times I heard more women than men. Okay? There's your market, WNBA. There's your market.
Yeah.
There's your market right there. Listen, if you can appeal to the women, if you can use Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese to appeal to women who love basketball or to women, period, the same way, I hate bringing up this name, Taylor Swift did for the NFL, then damn it, you could bring in billions of dollars. Taylor Swift has brought in $1 billion to the NFL just by showing her face.
Right, and she doesn't even go on the field.
All she did was show up, and I guarantee you, so many Chiefs jerseys sold out, and the majority of them went to women.
No one probably knew who Travis Kelce was until he was on the arm of Taylor Swift.
In all fairness, Kelce was a half-decent tight end, but Taylor Swift gave that boost in the ass for Travis.
Exactly. Not sneaky.
Now, I got to use this. I got to use this comparison when it comes to the execs. You see how thick these sunglasses are?
Yes.
Dear WNBA executives, take them off.
Yes.
Hey, I'll do the same thing.
Take the blinders off,
these?
guys.
These are trifocals. Dear WNBA marketing execs, take them off, will you please? And it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
It is.
Because
if they weren't so blank and blind.
Unfortunate, man.
Look at all the women's products that are out there. If you get one of your players to back that up,
oh my God,
there's the start of your marketability.
Listen, Caitlin Clark will sell a ton of jerseys. Angel Reese will sell a ton of jerseys. Camila Cardoso will sell a ton of jerseys. I mean, hell, you got 2 cities within 3 hours of each other, Indianapolis, Indiana, and Chicago, Illinois, that have basketball fans.
I'm gonna say something.
Caitlin's jersey already sold out on the FIFA website. All they got left is small.
I'm not surprised.
I think that's really unpopular, but I gotta say this. You know, Nike, maybe if you decided to, back people like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, you wouldn't have to model your women's sports attires on Dylan Mulvaney.
Oh God. Oh Jesus!
Two of the epitome of women's athletics. You have the WNBA right now. Actually, 3.
Look, WNBA, you have a chance right now to turn this around as you head toward your 30th season. I think it's next year. That's their 30th year.
Yep. It's just a matter of
29 seasons. 28 seasons, I beg your pardon.
And it's just a matter of getting a set of balls and actually being able to market yourselves.
Yes. Because you already know right now you're not getting that much help from the NBA. They're not going to do it.
The NBA is hogging all of that.
Right.
I mean, look at the broadcasting deals the WNBA has, or in some cases, lack thereof.
Yeah, like where?
A lot of cases lack thereof. There's a couple of teams. I know one is in Dallas that have radio deals. You know where we come in? Our virtual play-by-play.
Yeah.
I'm already looking at the Fever schedule, and I'm looking at the Sky schedule. There you go. Right there.
Yep.
And we're going to do our damnedest to appeal to women. That's it.
At least, at the very least, just show like, hey, these girls can do it too.
Mm-hmm.
We're not saying they're on par with the guys, but hey, they nothing to sneeze at.
Screw
They're nothing
being
to
on
sneeze at.
par. Screw
And
being
what-
on par with them. Just have fun.
Right.
Just have fun.
Exactly.
The shootout at the All-Star game
That was awesome.
should have been a catalyst for more people to say, let me really check out the WNBA and see what they're about.
Unfortunately, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, not even close.
And I think we just can attribute that to the way the NBA treats the All-Star game anyway.
That's true too.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA has basically turned the All-Star game from a highlight
to a
of
joke.
that break to a bastard of a joke.
Yep.
There's no other way to put it. I'm sorry, but there's really no other way to put it.
Thank you, Shane. That's
Thank
exactly
you.
how you put
Say
it.
it again. Say it again.
That's exactly
The
how you say it.
NBA All-Star game has turned into a flat bastard of a joke.
Mm-hmm.
200 points
And-
on one team.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
When I grew up watching the All-Star game, even 90s and early 2000s, you barely saw either team crack 100 to 110 points.
Right.
Yep. And if they scored 120, it was a miracle that happened. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, we saw 211 points by
Mhm.
one team. That's like playing 2K24 on the easiest level there is.
Mm-hmm.
And you still probably
And
couldn't
just
get
dropping nukes.
there. Right. You still probably couldn't get there.
No, you couldn't.
Yep. Yep.
Unless you had a complete God Squad team, you couldn't.
Mhm. They have two
ridiculous.
preseason games, and they get started with the regular season May 14th at Connecticut.
Right as the NBA playoffs are mid-swing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care. The WNBA is going to be our focus.
Why I'm saying the NBA playoffs are in mid-swing is we all know where the eyeballs are going to be, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. LA.
I'm going to fix that. We are going to do our damnedest. Give me this camera.
Take it.
We are going to do our damnedest to fix all of that. All right? If we can draw 5.3 thousand viewers to a college basketball game featuring Caitlin Clark and another 2.3 thousand featuring a game featuring both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese,
Mm-hmm.
then there ain't a damn reason we can't do the same thing for the WNBA.
Right.
Our coverage is going to be better. Our coverage is going to be sharper. Our coverage is going to be on time, scheduled correctly. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, honey. And it'll be to a point where we cover this league virtually and blow it up.
We got 5,300 people that watched Iowa and Nebraska?
Yes.
Yes.
Bruh.
For the Big Ten Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
For the Big Ten Championship. Yes.
Wow. I've never
And let
been
me
a part
say
of anything
this.
that high.
I'm going to make a change. I'm going to make a change.
Okay.
Because of my physical, because I'm not all the way there, I'm not all the way healed, and because I cannot anticipate what my daughter's schedule will be, we're not going to do the draft. Because anybody that was with us last year, when we did the draft, we were falling out by pick 28.
Oh, for NFL, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to do the NFL draft.
Oh, you gotta listen to the body, man. I mean, that's
And
just how it's gonna be.
For a year, I didn't. For a year, I didn't.
Well, now it's time to smarten TF up, dude.
Yep, it is. It is. I'm glad we got this in today. Let's get on out of here. Have a great
Done.
day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move, and always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dagnabbit, I forgot to put a button in here. All right, let me give Shane the floor for some final thoughts. Take it, dog.
I don't know what else there is to say about all this. I'm excited to see what we can produce later on down the road. And quite honestly, if we got 5,300 to watch Iowa and Nebraska, I can't wait to see the numbers we get for Caitlin in her fever debut, let alone down the road, especially if they make the playoffs.
Good Lord, yes.
And LeBron James, quit sucking so much you know what.
That ain't going to happen.
Yo.
Now let's get out of here.
I'm trying to find the... Well, I ain't going to find it. Dag nabbit.
Screw it. Have it ready for tomorrow.
All right. We're out of here.